Hi, I'm Gemma. Hi. And this is my new channel, Pimp My Diet. So what can you expect from my new channel? Well, as you would suspect, Pimp My Diet, it would have some diet stuff in there. So I'm going to be doing cooking videos, where to shop, where to eat out, how to shop, and how to eat out. You know. Obviously, you want to know why I'm starting up this channel. Why would I bother? The reason is I think everyone should know about it. And because I've been through some pretty rotten stuff. And this video today, I really want to talk about it and let you get to know me a little bit more. Makes sense. So, from the age of 16, I started working in a pharmacy. I ended up working my way up all the way to the top, and then I kind of quit at the age of 20. And not for the reason that you would think. I didn't quit because I got a new job or I moved house or something like this. The reason I quit was because I found it completely immoral. It sounds ridiculous because they're everywhere. How could a company be like that, be immoral? But the trigger was one of the pharmacists said to me, I'm not actually here to help people, I'm here to make money. That's why I'm a pharmacist. Quote. Yeah, seriously. Okay, so the things I noticed while I was working there is people that came in tend to get one medication 1 year, a few years later they're on another one, and then quickly getting more and more until I'm ending up doing medicine trays with 9+ tablets in them. So people don't seem to get any better. They seem to just stay on a level and stay on the same medication and more and more and more. So the system doesn't work. I can't say my whole time working there that I've ever helped anyone get better. Maybe the occasional antibiotics, something like that, but you know, these things will probably go on their own anyway if you just take care of yourself. One would hope. So, at the age of 20, I met Adam from Intelligent Eating, and he showed me lots and lots of case studies, books, like such as the China study, things like this, and took me to PlantStock a couple of years ago, and I've kind of gone every year since. When I was there, I was lucky enough to meet some of the biggest and brightest brains in the business. If you've heard of Esselstyn, Neil Barnard, Doug Lyle, Dr. Clapper, oh my god, so many, and I've just been enlightened by these people with this new age idea that really, really helps people. Because when I was at this event, I met about 200 people who had had diabetes and managed to reverse it, heart disease, managed to reverse it, and they've got pictures, x-rays to prove it, of their arteries going back. Yeah, no, it's amazing, and I just wanted to bring this idea back to England and show everyone without getting fired from my pharmacy job. So I left first. I didn't want to be a part of that anymore. To be fair, I did start giving nutritional information over the counter, and I was looked at really badly and kind of wouldn't have kept my job even if I stayed. I'm saying that because you're not allowed to help people because that doesn't make any money. Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of my pharmacy story. And now I want to go on to my personal story. Ever since I was little, as I can remember, probably before I was 12, probably about 9, I had really, really bad acne. Horrendously bad. Through my teenage years, I was bullied like never before, kind of. You know, pick last for teams and all that bollocks, you know. But it was all because of my skin, and I think this is completely unfair and horrible, and it was a really nasty thing for someone to go through. Sorry, I shouldn't have that on. Don't mute that. It was a really horrible thing for someone to go through as a teenage girl. I went to my doctor, so this was probably about the same time I was working in the pharmacy or just before. I'd been through a course of antibiotics, the skin creams, the skin liquid, the Zinirect one that you shake up and you rub it all over and it does nothing. I'd had acupuncture. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I had so many treatments. I finally, after about 3 years, got referred to a dermatologist. This dermatologist gave me a course of steroids called isotretinoin or Accutane. I was on one course of those. I was taken off just before the end, about a month, because I had severe, no actually, I was on one full course and then I was put on a second course because my acne was still there. And I was taken off of those a month before the end because I had severe depression, as in like suicidal thoughts. I couldn't go out, I had panic attacks, and the doctor kept me on them because they thought it was best, because I, having acne all the time, was saying, but it's the acne that's making me depressed and I think it's going to be worse if I'm not on these tablets. And I was convincing the doctors to keep me on them, but they did clear up my acne, yay, for about 3 months afterwards, and then they came back. I stayed off of the tablets for a year. I was then referred back to the dermatologist again. So I thought, well, it's a different time in my life. I've got more different things going on. Let me try the course again. Okay, so I now got to course number 3. I looked at my acne and it was just as bad as when I started. And these tablets didn't work. They didn't keep the acne at bay. Well, they worked when I was on them, but not continuing afterwards, if you like. So potentially they didn't work, they just worked while I was on them, but the side effects were awful, absolutely awful. Not to mention the depression. There's things like when I smiled, my lips would crack and bleed. My eyes were so dry and itchy all the freaking time. One time, it was really horrible, I was shaving my legs and my skin started to really thin out and was bleeding, and it was so sore. And these were the things I was willing to go through to get rid of my acne. And I thought, let me try something else. So luckily, just as I was starting my 3rd course of Accutane, which I didn't actually cash in my prescription, I met Adam from Intelligent Eating, who introduced me to the diet, blah, blah, blah. I've already told you this part. And the effect it had on my skin was 100 times better than these drugs the dermatologist gave me. My skin was glowing. It was after 8 days. My acne had completely almost disappeared in comparison. I mean, it still had like a few marks here and there, but now I don't really have to wear makeup anymore. And just to be able to say that is a big smile on my face. Like, I want to wear it for fun, but I don't feel like I have to wear it. I don't feel like I've got any massive zits anymore. I don't feel embarrassed to go out, and I'm really happy. And all I changed was my diet. I went back to my dermatologist a month later and I said, oh, my skin's a lot better, I feel great. And she looked at it and she goes, oh yeah, it does. Let me write you another prescription. And I said to her, do you know what? I didn't actually take the tablets. All I did was change my diet. And after, she said, oh, well, acne's got nothing to do with diet. And I was like, well, clearly it has, because it's made such a difference and I don't want to come and see you anymore. So to be able to do that was such an amazing experience and turn my life around. And the reason I'm creating this channel, this story, sharing it with everyone, is so that no one has to go through that. No one has to go through it alone. And these conditions are being caused by the diet we're eating, and it's all being covered up. And I just want to stop that and, you know, make a difference, which is fair enough. I don't want anyone to go through what I went through with my spots. And if I can change even one person's life from this, then I feel like I've really made a difference. So yeah, the other side effects have just been my mood is really increased, energy, just happy all the time, you know, and I just feel really, really good. And I feel like going out, and I just want to share that with you. Right, I'll see you in my next video where I'm probably going to be doing some cooking. So that's my introductory story. It's probably not the best, it's probably not the greatest, but it took me something like 2 years to get up the courage to record this video, and I'm so glad that I've finally done it. So see you in my next video. Please subscribe, and let's get this party started. Woo! Bye.